Well, it's me again, Mr. Pop. I'm going to do for this video, we're going to do a straight piece of duct, 3x3, which looks like this. Three sides, we're going to have a flange. I'm going to put in for the Pittsburgh, which the allowance is 1 inch, but then I will be cutting it off to put it together so you can see this. Okay, so first, if you're at home, this is a piece of graph paper. Looks like it's, I don't think you can see the lines on it, but it is graph paper. It's nice to do some layouts at home on this because of the lines. It'll keep it straight, and all you really need is a ruler, 2 rulers to make your fitting. So first, as always, we start off on the left-hand side of our piece. So imagine this being a piece of sheet metal, and we are going to mark off our first 1/4 inch flange. Okay, so based on my graph paper here, 1/4 inch flange is going to be just one set of these boxes, which is a 1/4 inch. Okay, so we need 2 points to make a straight line. So with that in mind, we're going to draw it with a regular ruler. We're going to line it up, and we're just going to put in our 1/4 inch flange. Okay, hope you can see that on this paper. So from there, we're going to go from 1/4 to 3, 3, 3, 3, and then the Pittsburgh. So I'm going to set my ruler here. I'm going to put in 3 inches, which is that line there. So I'm going to do the same thing here, 3 inches, and we're going to put in our vertical lines. Again, we're going to do another 3 inches. And up here. It's great using the graph paper because you can use the lines as straight lines. This is all parallel line development. There's our second vertical. So again, 3 inches, 3 inches. I'm going to set our ruler. So we have 1, 2, 3. We need 1 more. So again, we're going to set it at 3, set it at 3, and we're going to lay this last line out here. Okay, and I am going to put in the 1 inch for the Pittsburgh, but I will be cutting it off afterwards. But just to show you what it looks like as it is laid out. And there's our Pittsburgh. So on the bottom here, we're going to put in which we usually put in 1 inch. Okay. So I'm going to mark this at 1 inch. Do it on this side. So now I'm going to just draw this line nice and straight. Okay, we don't have to go through the Pittsburgh, but I'm going to this way because we are going to be cutting it out. And we're going to go here, 1 inch. gonna go, and we'll put on our inch up top. Okay, I'm gonna finish doing it here. All right, so now all we have to do is put in our 1/2 inch. So what I'm gonna do is come here with our ruler, go up 1/2 inch, which it is 2 boxes. So it's gonna be there, there, there. So that gives us our 1/2 inch. Like I said, it's great to have the graph paper because you can, every box is 1/4 inch. So all you really have to do is mark it. Okay. So, but I will show you here. So then after that, we're gonna grab our triangle. And I do have a small one. You can pick up a set like this at Staples, $5.99 I believe, for it. Comes with a nice little 45-degree triangle and a 30-degree triangle. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to put in our angles that we cut off. There. Inch. You know, this is how we put in our 1/2 inches. So when we put our drive cleats, it will fit nicely with our project. If you're actually making it out of sheet metal, then you will use this to connect your drives, slip drives, and cleats, or whatever fastener you are using on the job. But this is just to lay out at home. So we're just gonna have a 1/2 inch like that. And we're gonna go up here, same thing. We're gonna put in our 30 and our 30, this is a 30-degree triangle. So I am trying to say here, I'll flip it. So it looks like it goes to box to box. Actually, I'm going to go this way. There's a 30-degree. 30-degree. I'm just doing it all my sides here. This side. Now I'm using the lines on the graph paper to line up my triangle because it's got a curve at the end, so it won't line up perfectly. Oh, a little bit too far there. All I have to do is go down to the 1/2 inch. Oh, actually I put them in the wrong spot. So, silly me. I'm gonna go from the pot, the 1/2 inch pot. So correct. So now we're going to put it on just like this. This way you can match our bottom. Okay, so there is our, so this is 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, and this is 1 inch for your Pittsburgh, and this is your 1/4 inch flange. So 1/4. Hope everybody can see that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to put it together. I'll First thing we're going to do is take it off the tape, because we're all done with that. Be careful when peeling off the tape, if you have it squared, that it doesn't rip your work. So I just bought a brand new roll of masking tape, which works great. If you use an old tape, it will stick to the paper usually. So now, we can grab our scissors, and we're just going to notch out, just like if we had a pair of snips. We're going to notch this out. Okay, so I'm going to cut off the Pittsburgh here, because we are not going to use it, because we don't have a machine to run our Pittsburgh. We can't make it by hand. We don't have a brake. So we're just going to cut this off, but you know that at the end is the Pittsburgh, and the allowance for it is 1 inch. So I'm just going to cut it off because we don't need it for our paper display. Okay, so we're going to cut that off here like that. Come down here, make our little cuts, little notches for our bend lines. Okay, this is just exactly how we would do it on sheet metal. So we're going to put another one here. And another little one here on the corner. And of course we're going to cut off our 1/4 inch up to that point, because we're going to need a 1/4 inch to make our duct work. Okay, so this is going to come across here. And let's see. That's good. And we're going to cut off this little bit. Okay. Now it looks just like a piece that we did in shop. This is just a straight piece of duct work. We'll be doing a right angle elbow and a transition. Show you how to do a squared around on paper, very easy. Okay, so now I've got my piece of sheet metal or paper notched out. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Again, we look at it from left to right. Here's our 1/4 inch. Now this is how we bend them. This is where the 2 rulers comes in. I'm going to take our 2 rulers, and I'm going to put that underneath there. Put this right on the line. And once you've reached that point, all you have to do is raise it up. I don't know how to do it with this paper, but you can do it. If you have construction paper, it works better. But this we can do just the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it by hand right on that line. Okay. So there's our 1/4 inch. Okay. So because it was a 1/4 inch, it really couldn't get the underneath the ruler. Now for this, we're going to do the same thing. Actually, go this way. And we're going to bend it right on our bend lines. Take it like that. So that bends it, like so. Okay, we go to the next line. Make sure you put it on the line. Bend it over. Go to our next one. Make sure it's on the line first. And bend that one too. So that's how we put our creases in. If you want to, you can flatten it out a little bit more. And we're going. Okay, I'll do this right here. So here is our duct work. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of masking tape, take it out, put it on our piece. So what I like to do is I like to do it in the middle, put a piece going across, so. And then we'll bring it up here. We will connect it. As you get to the edge. And there we go. That won't quite want to stick. A little tricky, but you can get the hang of it. When there's thinner paper, it is a lot more difficult to line up. Again, that's my 1/4 inch flange that you would stick inside the Pittsburgh. Grab another piece, small piece. This time I'm going to put it on my flange side. This way it makes it a little easier for me to hold the pieces of paper together and to tape it down. Okay, if you want, you can actually go like this. Make sure that is tucked under. Okay. And you can also do it this way. Okay, just make sure that your flange is tucked under, like that. And we put a piece of tape. Beautiful. And there we go. We have our 3x3 ductwork. Okay. What's good about paper is you can play around with it, you can bend it, fold it, which way you want. Okay, so there is our 3x3 ductwork. 1-piece duct. Okay, so try it off at home. See if you can do it at home with just a piece of paper. This paper is 11 by 17. You can buy it at Staples. It looks just like this. Okay. Just graphing paper that is excellent for doing projects like this at home. Okay, it's a little thin. This is a little thicker, a little easier to play with, but if you don't have construction paper at home, that's okay. Regular lined paper or graph paper will suffice. Okay, so there's our straight piece of duct. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please try it at home and send me the results when you get a chance.